Hi, Mr. Ajeeth. Thank you so much for joining today as a jury for the Product Lab Skillathon. It's indeed a pleasure to host you at our campus. So to start with, could you please tell a quick brief about yourself?
Yeah, thanks for having me here at the Skillathon. It was a good experience to attend this session. I come from a growth and retention background. Predominantly, I've worked on problems involving engaging and retaining users across different industries. So I've worked in gaming, fintech, and recently with OTT. So mostly what I've seen is how users psychology works, how users engage with the products, what are the key things that are required to hook the users onto the product for a longer run and effectively monetize them.
So my first question to you is, Skillathon is IPL's approach for skill building and assessment. What is your opinion about this?
So this format of presenting both real life challenges and the solutions around it and having an open discussion with industry leaders is very good. So the kind of problem statements that have been picked up were real ones, and the solutions that teams worked on were also pretty interesting. And bringing in industry experts to discuss these real life problems helps both ways, for us to kind of get newer perceptions, and for the participants to get inputs from the industry leaders. So in terms of specific inputs around hey, what are the things that I ought to be considering before I figure out whether my product fits the market requirements, or what are the things that are required for a GTM of the product. So overall, it's a two-way communication which happened with this session, and this is a very interesting format, and I think this is beneficial.
So moving on to the next question, what are the three things that stood out to you today in terms of how learners presented their presentation today?
So a couple of things which stood out. First is the diversity of the batch itself, the kind of different walks of life, or the different roles that they are currently handling. So that stood out. We had participants from design or engineering, manufacturing backgrounds, and we also had participants from software backgrounds. So there was a diverse set of participants, which kind of enriches the overall batch and the peer learning, I say. So that was one. And the second one was the engagement that each of these teams had with the users, right? So the user interviews that they did, or the kind of the different stakeholders that they've spoken to. So the interactions were pretty enriching. The primary research that they did was very good. And the third piece which stood out to me was all the teams had a working or some sort of a working prototype, which was very interesting. So not just ideas on paper, but they had solid prototypes, and had done a lot of research, and have put in a lot of effort into getting ready for this program. So which is very appreciated, putting overall from an ideation stage to thinking about what should the product look like, to thinking about what are the different things they should be doing before going to GTM. So they had thought of all these aspects, and then there is a very strong value proposition that they bring to the table with their product. So these are the things which stood out for me.
So my third question to you is, would you use something similar to Skillathon for your own hiring in the future?
Definitely, if there's an opportunity, I would. Currently, one of the things which works pretty well is giving a real world problem to our candidates, and then letting them come up with solutions. So we give it as an assignment to them. The only challenge I foresee here is the amount of effort that is required to come up with something that is Skillathon quality, right? So if our candidates are ready to put in the effort, then yeah, I think we would definitely consider hiring from a Skillathon.
What one advice you would like to give to the aspiring leaders? that they can carry forward in their career journey in the product management world?
One thing which they can be doing more often is talking to real users. So this is one idea which they have picked up, and they have like tried to see like what is the potential in that idea. So I would encourage the participants to like explore different ideas and like talk to different people, so that they get to know like what are the different types of problems that are lying out there. Like they might also stumble upon newer problems to be picked up and solved. That would be my advice to.
We look forward to having more opportunities to collaborate with you in the future as well.
Sure. Yeah. Looking forward. Thank you.